goes Bertie Shee. He's behind glass, protected from this breeze. That'll be the last of his concerns now. Springvale through Clark.
He's getting better, Clark, too. His boundary throwing work in particular, Roscoe, just been superb.
Well, I don't think Allday was doing that bad. It must be because he's cramping up that he's off the ground.
I think Allday did a good job.
Yep. Now Harrington having to ruck. Paddles it out to Williams, who's had a quieter second half. Gave it to Wilson. So too has he gone out of the game. Up to half forward. Aziz out from goal. A spoil. Morgan. Power couldn't get it. Caples has it. He's held. Oh. Now the umpire will throw it up.
Oh, didn't Rod Morgan go in there where the Angels fear to tread?
Scurra's kick. Tremendous battling from Schmidt there.
Great.
Scurra picks it up. Phillips running at it. Comes down to Irving. Leasing putty against Smith. They kick one here and they've got it one, the Vales. Fogarty's kick will die. It's 10 points the difference.
What an opportunity. Had that handle been just a fraction out in front of Fogarty, he could have run onto it. It was picked up.
Straight up the middle, Geary. Another alternative.
He's seen a lead from Harrington. Away he goes. Puts it wide out in front of Wilkins. Spoil by Morgan was good. Running onto it, Cullen off the ground to half forward. Sutherland shows a lot of pace. Kicks it towards the boundary line. Button, down they go. Cullen's run on well. O'Donnell, been superb. Both sides throwing themselves into it. Wilkins, was he leg? They appeal for it. Rayburn to Williams. Into time on. Williams goes long. Aziz and Smith. Aziz, whoa, it hasn't been paid. Yes, it has. And a Jack Aziz to add to his 4 goals for.
Did he mark it, Sam?
I'm not sure. Let's have another look at it, Phil.
We're on a bad angle.
It was obscured.
It's 10 points. And he's hit the post. And it's 9 points to Springvale, and that could be the ball game.
Oh, not yet for Roscoe, not yet.
Here's the mark.
I think Smith held it into it.
A minute into time on. Important kick in. He's gone to Clark. He didn't let him down either. Even though he didn't take it, he held it in. Coop off to Scurra. Dyson Holland was held. Roving Helfen. Irving. Fresh legs getting away from Neil Connell there. Smith. Oh, it came off his foot.
No,
Maybe he was over the boundary line first.
Oh, he could have waited Irving there, Sam. There was nothing off him.
Oh, I think they've got enough up their sleeve now, Springvale, in the dying moments.
Harrington's given his all. Williams. Kick off the ground from Cullen, who's run out of legs. There's his man, O'Donnell. Those two have got some possessions between them, O'Donnell and Cullen. O'Donnell finishing the fresher, I'd say. The day he's had. What a day his family's had. Brother playing for Essendon at the G. And Springvale continue their thrust towards the premiership from an improbable position after losing the first 5 games. Have they got this one won yet? There's Peacock holding up Williams. We've played 27.5 minutes. It's a 9-point lead for Springvale.
Well, there's still time, Peter. Couple of minutes. Anything can happen. Goal here to Werribee and anything's possible.
Came off Watts' foot. Rennett's trying to conjure something up. Helfen holds it up.
Great play, Marty Helfen. Tremendous football to hold that ball in. Out position, Tim Rennett's. This is their last chance, I think, Werribee. It'll be a minute and a half.
Rayburn. Can he mark this one, Aziz? He's got a free kick.
Yeah, he was all over him on that occasion.
Well, Sam, Jack goal here, and
he's kicked 95 goals this season. He hasn't had a more important kick this year. Three points the difference. 5 goals today from Jack Aziz.
Is there time?
yes, Sam, there's time, all right.
28.5 minutes gone. There it is, right over the shoulder from Smith.
Yes, it was there, Peter. The umpire had to pay it.
The ball's gone flat.
Oh, you're kidding. You are kidding.
Yes, it has been punctured the ball to add to the intrigue. Surely time on's been blown.
Yes, this won't hurt Werribee, but it might just stop a little bit of their momentum if they had any.
One last thrust.
Aziz hit the post earlier on. That one just sneaked in. Clark over the top. Helfen caught. Scurra caught. McDonald's kick. Power. Oh, good evasion. Matt Power to Jack Aziz.
Siren time.
Jack Aziz to win the preliminary final for Werribee. He'll kick from just under 50 metres, right on the edge of his capabilities. It's a goal! Werribee are into the grand final with the last kick of the day. Jack Aziz does it.
I don't believe this. I honestly don't believe it. Look at the euphoric scenes from the Werribee people and the players.
Neil Connell. He must have thought he'd never play in a VFA grand final when his team Brunswick Broadmeadows were disbanded. And Springvale's fairy tale has ended. One kick shy of making the grand final. And who could blame them if they're all in tears? I think that was Rod Morgan, the captain. And Werribee have snatched it out of their grasp. Donald McDonald, the rookie coach, up against Damien Drum, the rookie coach, in the VFA Grand Final next week at Princess Park. But this final series has been made by this team, Springvale. They lost their first 5 games. Then in round 12, they beat Werribee and started an improbable run to the grand final. It wasn't to be. The Bees are there. And they've done it by 3 points. Jack Aziz hit the post and then kicked 2 goals in time on to have 6 for the game to get them there.
There were some who said, Peter, that in the big games you didn't produce. Now, to have to kick that goal, Sam, under immense pressure, having hit the post 2 shots earlier, I tell you what, he'd be telling a few blokes he can play now.
Well, Phil, also, and I thought to myself after that ball went through, it was probably fitting that he would kick it because he's been subject to a lot of criticism on, you know, the fact that choking on big occasions, but he certainly pulled through on the most important of occasions. And just looking at the scenes, you know, from Springvale's point of view, Rod Morgan and a number of players obviously dejected, and having been through it myself, I know exactly the hollow feeling that's prevalent in that Springvale camp at the moment. And they'll be consoling each other and, you know, trying to rationalise something that's bypassed them, that perhaps, you know, asking themselves how. But Ross Booth, I think, is out there with them all.
Well, you can see the knot of Werribee players, but away to the right, there's a knot of Springvale players. They haven't left the ground with their heads bowed.
You'd reckon it was a grand final, Peter, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, I mean,
kind of scenes
it's 1990 all over again, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Only
the
this
VFA's
time
been able to produce them.
But I got to endorse your comments, Peter, that, you know, this side here that we see on screen now has made this series.
Yes, there's not a doubt about that.
And everyone at the Moorabbin Oval is applauding them off the field, and rightly so, because they've been an absolute ornament to the game. Phillips had a wonderful series.
What a series. He kicked 3 goals again today. And against the Breeze in the last term. Paul, what was their biggest lead? I think they got to 12, wasn't it? 2 goals, I think. But Jack Aziz has kicked 3 goals in the last quarter and hit the post. Well, one more game they've got to now think about. But they can be allowed a little bit of celebration, I think, Werribee. And Bernie Shee being hugged by Damien Drum, who will have his team to face Werribee next week, Port Melbourne. Ross Booth, let's find out about the man of the match.
Well, here's the man of the match. He's been missing a bit of that celebration. And to present the VicSafe man of the match, Mal Hyde, the Assistant Commissioner.
Congratulations, Mark. A terrific game. I've much pleasure in awarding you the VicSafe Man of the Match award. Best of luck for next week in the grand final.
Thank you.
Well, Mark, you've had time to regain your composure, have a drink. Did you feel that it had gone? You missed your opportunity late in that last quarter? Really?
Not really. Like Macca just says, keep having a dip. Like, you're always in the game, so as long as you keep having a dip, you're always there for a shot. So we're in confidence here.
Amazing club, aren't they, Springvale, on that run home, and the way they came back from, I think you were 4 goals up at one stage.
Yeah, that's Springvale through and through, like full, what do you call it?
Guts.
Yeah, they just showed guts all day, and we knew they'd just keep having a go at us, and we were just told to keep having a go, and one-on-one would come through.
Did you watch Jack have that last kick, or did you look away?
No, I watched him, and he's just saying, please, please, please. So he's a happy man too.
I bet he is. OK, now there's the keys to the Mazda.
Thanks,
and I don't suppose you'll be driving around all that much this week, and with preparation. You've played in the grand final before?
Yeah, Footscray Reserves in '88, we had a big win, so...
This could be bigger.
Yeah, this will be bigger. Werribee's first premiership, and we're out to make history next week, so...
Yes, congratulations on the game, and well done to the Tigers. Through to the grand final, Werribee against Port Melbourne. Our man of the match, Mark Cullen.
Well, I think Mark was a little bit shell-shocked, and I don't blame him, and he'd be exhausted too. He, in the first half, was absolutely brilliant.